think it's time we stop. Children, what's that sound? Everybody look what's going down.
I'm in a glass case of emotion!
There's people starving in the world, which I hate.
Hello and welcome to the Sean and Simon Show with me, Simon Barnes.
And me, Sean Brown.
Hey everyone. Quite a sad day really, the last show of the term. Yeah, as you can tell, Sean is very
gutted.
Emotionally scarred.
Gutted.
But we're going to make it a good one for you.
Yeah.
And we're going to start, I think, with my song of the week this week, which is The Florist by Kids in Glass Houses.
NSR plays the best in music variety.
Music!
And we aren't afraid to shout about it.
And that was my song of the week there, The Florist by Kids in Glass Houses.
Right. What we need to do is we need a really good show this week.
Well, I think we need a good show every week.
We're nominated for the Media Awards.
Yeah.
It's our last show. Come on, we need to make sure there's no, talking in the middle of sentences from the other person. We've got clean song playing, good links. We need to make the best out of our features. So nice, clean, brilliant show.
This is a conversation we should have had before the show, really.
Possibly, yeah, possibly.
Because it seems a little bit unprofessional talking about the strategy during the show.
Well, no, it's okay, because we're letting our audience know that that's what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to give you a nice, clean show. So, my song of the week this week is a song that I thought it was a nice little way to wrap it up. It was the first song we ever played on the radio.
Oh.
Yeah, so I just thought that was nice. It's Lose a Kid by Busted.
Not a fan, but
It's a good song, alright? I don't know what your beef is.
there's a nice nostalgic element.
There
so
is,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
there is.
complain this week.
All those years ago. It was actually 10 weeks ago.
Feels like years ago.
Actually, no, it was 14 weeks ago, wasn't it?
I guess so, because we had the Easter break.
We had the Easter break, yeah. So we are 14 weeks. I don't know where I was going with that point.
Nice
Enjoy.
and professional.
Just enjoy the song. It's a good song.
I went to Staffordshire University and I listened to the Sean and Simon Show on NSR.
Yes, he does.
Okay, well, is that your contribution?
Yep, that's it. I'm done. I'm going. See you later. That's a really good tune, that.
I'm not a fan of Busted, but to be honest, it is one of their better songs.
Yeah, thank you.
That's not saying a lot.
I like the little reference in the middle to what I go to school for
I
as
did
well.
appreciate
That's
that,
really
actually.
good, isn't it? Love
Yeah.
it. There was one evening where I just sat at my desk and just played that bit over and over, like the build up and then that bit over and over again.
I'm not sure you should admit to that.
I know, it was amazing. And I get goosebumps every time. It's so good. So good.
Well, after that glowing review, maybe we should commence with Sound Us Out.
Yep, Sound Us Out. It's not for the last time.
Well, the
we
last
haven't
time
decided that yet. You Sith. Only a Sith deals in absolutes.
I wondered where you were going with that.
Yeah, you see, I brought it back. Sound Us Out is a regular feature of ours where we play a clip from popular media, film, television, current affairs. That's a nice little joke, that, because every week Simon says current affairs and we've never used one from current affairs.
We might do one day.
One day. I vowed we'd do it before the end of the term, but we haven't done. So.
There was a good opportunity over Easter when David Cameron professed his love for the Cornish pasty.
Oh yeah, that would have been amazing. But alas, we missed the opportunity. So this week's Sound Us Out. I'll play it now.
Become spineless losers that end up spending their entire day dreaming of ways to kill their bosses.
So if you recognise that clip, we ask you to get in touch. You've got A variety of methods.
You keep stealing my line.
That's Simon's line. You've got Twitter, Newcastle Student Radio, that's NSR, at NSR Live, or at Sean and Simon. Or you've got Facebook, Newcastle Student Radio like page, or the Sean and Simon Show like page.
So you've got no excuse not to get involved, really.
Obviously, unless you don't know it.
Even then, Google it.
I'll play it one more time.
Become spineless losers that end up spending their entire day dreaming of ways to kill their bosses.
I can't believe you just told them to Google it. That's like the worst advice ever, because they're all going to get it now.
Well, that's fine. Everyone's a winner.
Everyone's a winner. The last show, everybody will be a winner.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know. I'm not sure if we made a shout-out last week.
We didn't actually, no. We had a couple of technical difficulties, so we couldn't actually tell who responded.
Yeah.
So who did respond, Sean?
I think, wasn't it Richard? Richard
It was
Anderson.
Richard Anderson, yeah.
Hero.
Second week in a row, I think.
Yeah, what a gem. I'd just like to give him a little shout-out as well. It was his birthday yesterday, so I hope you had a great birthday.
Yeah, happy belated birthday from both of us.
Legend. All right.
Happy birthday to everyone.
Ever.
Happy birthday to all, and to all a good night.
Okay, right, okay.
Become spineless losers that end up spending their entire day dreaming of ways to kill their bosses.
Something big is happening in Newcastle and around the world. Newcastle Student Radio. NSR.
That was Fall to Pieces by Velvet Revolver.
You know what, Simon? Media awards, it don't matter. Don't worry. What's an award? It doesn't matter.
I guess. We're having fun, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, we're having fun. We're having a barrel of laughs.
And before that was Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis.
Oh, tune.
It was.
Love it. We proper turned the speakers up and we're blasting it out, weren't we?
We were recreating our nights out in venue,
We were, yeah. If you've just joined us, we've started our regular feature called Sounders Out. It's where we play a clip and you've got to basically just guess where it's from. So
simple.
I'll play the clip for you.
Become spineless losers that end up spending their entire day dreaming of ways to kill their bosses.
The clip itself is a clue. The content of the clip.
I guess, yeah.
We've had a few entries so far, and I'm not going to say whether they're correct or not. Dum dum dum. So yeah, ways to get in touch are you've got Facebook, Newcastle Student Radio like page, or the Sean and Simon Show like page, and on Twitter you've got at Sean and Simon or at NSR Live.
So many and sundry methods.
What? That's a new one. Say that again.
Mixing it up a bit.
Say
many and sundry.
What does that mean?
I don't know, just a variety.
A variety.
It's just more.
Like I said, the media awards, it don't matter, mate. Don't worry about it. What's an award?
NSR plays the best in music variety.
Music!
And we aren't afraid to shout about it.
What's not to love?
And that was Too Young by Phoenix.
Tune. Featured on the Shallow Hal soundtrack.
It's a shame the webcam isn't working because you would have seen Sean strutting his stuff.
Strutting my stuff.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean by looking like an idiot?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. We'd just like to give a little shout out to Michaela Walsh and anybody else who's doing the was it
The London Moonwalk.
London Moonwalk on Saturday night. They're power walking in their bras.
Yeah.
I'm assuming for charity. So
well, they're not going to be doing it for no reason at all, are they?
well, they could just be like, fighting for women's rights or
I
something
guess
like
so,
that.
yeah.
But they burned their bras, didn't they? So
Do they actually do that anymore?
I don't know.
Anyway, good luck to you all. From Sean and Simon.
I think the key is they take the bras off. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
If you just joined us, you've missed out. This has been a cracking show so far. Yeah. Why are you just joining us? I'm just going to play Sound Us Out, our regular feature, one time. The media awards don't matter.
Become spineless losers that end up spending their entire day dreaming of ways to kill their bosses.
So, if you recognise that sound clip, get in touch with us on Facebook, on the Sean and Simon Show like page, or NSR Live's like page. And the same goes for Twitter, really, at NSR Live or at Sean and Simon.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So, before we play another song, pressing questions, I think.
This is a favourite feature of mine, this.
I'm glad you like it.
Just thought I'd say.
Essentially, what happens is I ask Sean a question, things that he should have an answer to, really. So things like, what would you do in a zombie apocalypse?
Yeah.
Who would you have at a fancy dinner party? Things that everyone should have.
They're
planned.
essential questions. They're pressing questions.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
yeah.
I mean, if you met somebody, I would expect one of these questions to be the first thing they ask me. And that's how you kind of like judge whether you're going to get on or not.
Yeah.
By the answer.
I know that when I first met you, I asked you who you'd have around for dinner.
I can't remember who I said.
Anyway, that wasn't true, was it?
I don't know.
I was trying to be funny, but it didn't work.
It didn't work, did it?
No.
No.
Anyway,
Well done.
Pressing question this week.
Just like to remind you, media awards.
Yeah. You're hung up on those awards, aren't you?
I want to win. But it
Don't we all?
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Anyway, the pressing question this week is, if you were stranded on a desert island, what 5 things would you have with you?
That's a toughie, that.
Do you want to have a song
Yeah,
while you can
yeah.
think about it?
I'll play a song, and during the duration of that song, I will think of the answer. If anybody at home wants to get involved, what 5 things would you have on a desert island with you? Can it include people? Go on.
I think you can have people, but I think it'd be foolish to take a person with you.
Oh, really?
Well, maybe one, but... Because I
Okay.
guess you need company, don't you?
Yeah, you go a bit crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, get in touch. The usual mediums.
Yeah.
Sean and Simon Show like page on Facebook, Newcastle Student Radio like page.
Well, we've just gone through it, haven't we? for
We have,
Sound Us Out?
but they might have switched off because they don't know what Sound Us Out is. Or they don't know what the answer is. So,
Okay.
at NSR Live or at Sean and Simon. So, yeah.
Yeah,
get
give
in
it some
touch.
thought
What-
and please get in touch.
What 5 things would you have on a desert island?
Become spineless losers that end up spending their entire day dreaming of ways to kill their bosses.
That was My Doorbell by the White Stripes.
Tune.
Another Sean and Simon Show classic.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, if you just joined us, you're in time for Sean's answer to pressing questions. And before that song, I asked him if he could take 5 things to a desert island, what would those 5 things be?
Okay. So, you said I was allowed people, right?
Yeah.
So, first off, I'd have Bear Grylls,
Okay.
right? Because I can just imagine he'd do everything I need, build the shelter and that, and so there'd be no need for me to do any real work at all.
That's true.
But then I can imagine him not being very good company,
Yeah.
and obviously he's another bloke,
Yeah.
and that would be a bit awkward, right? So
Right.
then in number 2, I'd have Drew Barrymore, who's like my ultimate lady.
But
right?
remember, for the amount of people that you've got there, that's more people who need food.
Yeah, and I'll leave Bear Grylls to sort that out.
Yeah, but he might get annoyed that you're just leaving him to do everything. I can,
Well, no,
I can see some
because
mutiny.
number 3, I'd have a fishing rod,
Right.
and I'd do the fishing.
Give a man a fish. He'll eat for a day. Give him a rod, and he'll go mental.
I will. I'll go mental, and I'll feed us all with fish every day, and we'll be like really healthy in that. Okay. So,
but you need more than just fish.
Well, we'd have coconuts and berries. I'll send. You don't know what Bear Grylls can do. I mean, he could come up with anything.
That's true.
We could hunt wild boar together. It'd be amazing. It'd be really cool. But I can imagine him like fighting over. Me and him fighting over Drew Barrymore.
That's a point.
And he'd probably win.
Probably.
But, that's kind of the social politics where I'd have to just, sort that out. I'd probably make myself, like, king or something. Next, I'd have a toolkit. And
that's cheating.
It is cheating a bit, yeah, it is. I know. But I'd have a toolkit.
Okay.
Or, you just a hammer or something.
Right.
I'd have a tool of some sort. Give me a break. I only had a few minutes to think of this. And in number 5, I'd have my wash bag with like all my shampoo and soaps and toothbrush and toothpaste and razor and that.
I'm not sure that would be the most essential thing.
It would, because Drew Barrymore would be on the island. No, because you'd want to feel good about yourself and look clean and that.
I think on a desert island, the last thing I'll be worrying about is how well I look.
My mum's just raised a good point.
Yeah.
She's got in touch. She's pointed out I can't fish.
That is a very
Which
good
is
point.
true. I can't fish, but I'd learn. I'm a quick learner, so I'd learn how to fish.
What would you do for bait?
Little bugs I find on the island.
Okay.
I could just give it Bear Grylls and get him to fish. He'd be like my servant or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
But then I think you made a bit of a mistake by inviting Drew Barrymore along.
Why?
Because you're not going to be there forever, are you? You want to escape
what?
one day.
How long? You didn't say this. I thought it was like indefinite. That was it.
Well, no, but you're going to want to escape, aren't you? You're not going to want to stay there for the rest of your life.
Yeah, but I'd want some good company.
I guess, yeah.
Although I've heard she's a bit of a psycho in real life. I don't know if that's libelous, but I've heard she's a bit weird. So I'd just have to get her to be, what's her name of Charlie's Angels. If she's a good actor, she'll just have to act forever. Or until we get off the island, at which point she can do whatever she wants.
With the role of a lifetime, I suppose.
It would, yeah. It would. And she get to be on a desert island. I mean, that's people's dream, isn't it, that?
Is it?
Yeah, it's on the bucket list to have a few days on a desert island.
A few days?
Yeah. Beautiful desert island.
Yeah, but not to be stranded on a desert island. You don't want to turn into Tom Hanks.
I feel we're dragging this out. Wilson!
Become spineless losers that end up spending their entire day dreaming of ways to kill their bosses.
So, Craig Talentine has got in touch with us about pressing questions with some interesting suggestions, and I think better than Sean's.
I think his might be better than mine, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a sunscreen, which is handy, but it'd run out.
Yeah, that's true.
A fishing rod, like I said. A BB gun.
Good idea.
But it's not. It depends how powerful it is, though, doesn't it?
I guess, yeah. Well, you wouldn't take a little £5 one. You'd take a fairly substantial
Why not
one.
a gun, though? Why limit yourself to a BB gun? I don't understand. I mean, you could take a gun. It's anything.
BB guns are easier to use. You wouldn't be trained to use a gun properly. You'd mess up the aim and all sorts.
I suppose. Apparently, like, if you don't know how to shoot a gun, it can, like, break your wrist and that. So.
Well, exactly.
He's got a couple of rabbits. Clever. Because they breed like rabbits, and then you can have like lots of food.
Although apparently rabbits aren't very nutritious.
I wouldn't like to eat a rabbit. No. Ugh.
Apparently, if you just eat rabbits, you miss out on loads of vitamins and stuff that you need.
Why though? Because they eat but like fruit and veg and that.
Because they only eat little things like grass and stuff, which don't have a lot of kind of substance to it.
He said a firelighter as well, which is clever, but I'd have Bear Grylls for that. So.
Yeah, that's true. I think rather than Bear Grylls, I'd take Sean Bean.
Sean Bean, oh yeah. Yeah.
I love him.
We've just seen on Facebook that Sean Bean's been arrested.
Which upsets me.
How's he been arrested?
How did they catch him?
Hero. Craig's raised a good point. There's no shrapnel with a BB gun.
Very good point, Craig.
That's really clever. So you don't have to like fish it out of like the animal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Genius. He's thought he must have googled that or something. That's not that he's dumb, but that's obviously more thought than I would have done.
Well, he's probably thought about it in depth a long time before the show, because everyone needs to know these things just in case.
Yeah. So, right, so we've got, after the next song, we've got the final installment of My Generation, which is very, very exciting.
Yeah, and this song, it's a tip of the hat, really, to the greatest sitcom ever conceived by the human brain.
And it's quite appropriate, considering what's coming afterwards.
So let's take it away.
Become spineless losers that end up spending their entire day dreaming of ways to kill their bosses.
And for the last time ever, we are going to play that jingle on the air.
That's very sad.
It is very sad indeed. But anyway, let's try not to get down too much, and let's take it away with the final entry into My Generation.
Right. This is... We sat and thought about this, right, for ages. And we came with an answer, right? But what we figured was we didn't want to cheapen it with little quotes and little sound bites and stuff. We really genuine about this. This is a serious thing now. Number one position in My Generation.
It's a huge honour, actually.
It really is.
And the winner of this should get in touch with us to thank us, really.
Definitely.
That would put us on the map, actually.
It really would. So, do you want to say it?
Yeah. Number one, we have Will Smith. So why do we have Will Smith?
Will Smith, okay.
Top spot.
A lot of people are probably surprised and like, what? Why Will Smith? Okay. Here's the justification behind it, right? When you were young, 6 o'clock, right?
On a Friday.
Was it after The Simpsons?
Yeah, it was 6:30 on a Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air would come on, okay? And we saw a young Will Smith, teenager, the
coolest kid ever.
Doing his stuff, right? We wanted to be him,
I still do.
For us in our school, he started the whole, wearing like a long sleeve top and then a short sleeve top. He started that at our school. With his little high fives with jazz, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Everyone was doing that around school.
Everyone did that at mine as well.
Everyone wanted to be Will Smith, right? And it didn't stop there. He didn't just go away quietly after that, right? He then went into films and music, right? Granted, his music career wasn't as good successful as it could have been, but look at Men in Black, okay? We were like, what, year 6, 7 when Men in Black came out?
It was 97.
Whoa. Anyway, when Men in Black came out, we were kind of like, we found that amazing, right? That kind of humour, that worked with us, right? Then, as we got older, he matured himself as well.
As we got older, he got older.
Yeah, but like he sort of matured at the same level as us, And then when we were like, first all getting our first girlfriends and starting to feel proper deep emotion, he started to do all these emotional films. Look at when Hitch came out. That we were like what, 15, 16, when we were everyone was going through this whole, I can't get a girl and stuff like that. He released that film at the right time for us. Yeah. It's almost like his career has been mapped out by our generation. right?
Yeah.
And that is why, and I think he has become, to me, he's one of the most influential people in the world, to me, because he's just so famous as well. I mean, he could do anything.
I agree with you. He's a very versatile guy.
And he's an incredible actor.
He is.
I mean, look, compare, say, The Fresh Prince to the role he played in £7, or even The Pursuit of Happiness.
Beautiful film.
I mean, those films have tugged at your heartstrings, and then he even went and released, he went in and acted in I Am Legend, and that was a big thing. And he's just, to me, he's perfect as an actor and as a celebrity.
I agree with you, and he's a good role model as well.
He really is. Yeah, he's not like involved in any dodgy stuff. I think he's recently just been separated from his wife.
Yeah,
but that's
that's
about
why
as like dramatic as it gets with him. He's been with her for like 15 years or something.
That's why his career has gone a bit quiet lately. But hopefully,
in a way, that's sort of like, I feel sorry for him.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
you take other actors and other celebrities who go around cheating and taking drugs and all this stuff. I mean, this guy was the same guy that released that actively protested against curse words in rap, and he's still like really cool. How did he do that? I mean, it's incredible. So, hats off to Will Smith.
Yeah.
I don't want to cheapen it with any quotes or any sound bites. It's just that's the thing. But we have got one special treat which we thought would be a crime not to play.
Of course, and whenever this song comes on in a nightclub as well, everyone sings along. And everyone always tries to sing along at the verse that no one else knows.
Yeah. As my housemate said, it's probably got one of the most recognisable introductions to any song ever.
Definitely.
So, yeah, enjoy it, and enjoy Will Smith's career as much as we do.
With insomnia, nothing's real. Everything's far away. Everything's a copy of a copy of a copy.
Become spineless losers that end up spending their entire day dreaming of ways to kill their bosses.
Quiz.
That's right, it's time for Let's Get Quizzical.
Dum dum dum.
One of our regular features in which we ask each other 3 questions, and whoever gets the most questions right wins.
Mm-hmm. I think you're currently like winning overall, aren't you?
I think so. I'm not sure what the actual tally is. But
It's ridiculous. It really is. So, are you ready?
yeah, ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, bring it.
Right. So, Sean, first question. Should probably say it's a pub quiz theme this week.
Oh yeah, pub quiz. Yeah.
Basically, let's take it away.
Mm-hmm.
So, first question. Which is the highest grossing movie of all time, adjusted for inflation?
I get 3 guesses, right?
As usual, yeah.
Okay. Titanic.
Nope.
Avatar.
Nope. That's number 2.
Oh, God. I've no idea then.
I think Titanic's number 4.
Is it?
Yeah, you've got one more guess.
One more guess. Give me a clue. Is it like, what time period am I looking at?
I think it's about the 60s.
60s?
60s. I think that's around about the right time.
What?
It's an old film.
What? Cannonball Run. I've no idea.
Gone with the Wind.
God, I don't even. Yeah. Alright. Whatever. Next
Okay,
question.
next
Move
question.
on. Move on.
What is Paul McCartney's real first name?
Oh, what?
I thought you might know this, cause
Matthew.
I have a thing with no.
Anthony.
Nope. One more guess.
Michael.
Nope.
No, what is it?
James.
James, right.
James McCartney.
Typical.
Why is that typical?
Just, I hate him. I think that's Hugh Laurie's first name as well.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Go on then.
Okay,
Next
last
question.
question.
I haven't got a point yet.
Right.
I haven't even got a point.
Which is the most downloaded sat-nav voice ever?
Darth Vader.
No.
Kermit the Frog.
No. You should know this because the character has appeared in my generation at some point.
Oh, come on. Ron Burgundy.
No.
Who?
It was Homer Simpson.
Homer Simpson.
Yeah. So at the end of that
Gutted.
round...
I got no points there. What
Nothing.
happened? I'm useless at pub quiz.
Oh. It means I've got an easy victory ahead of me.
Yeah, whatever. Just you wait. Right, the next song coming up is Little Talks by Of Monsters and Men. It's a nice little tune. I think they're like Swedish or something.
Alright.
Yeah, they really, really good though. It's a really infectious song. So
I don't think I've heard it before.
It's,
so I'm
it's
looking forward
good.
to
It's
it.
good. Enjoy.
Though the truth may vary, this ship will carry our bodies safe to shore.
Quiz.
If you've just joined us, welcome back to the second round of Let's Get Quizzical. I've just asked Sean 3 questions, none of which he got right.
Yeah, because you misled me with the clues.
No, I did not.
Yeah, you did.
I said I think Gone with the Wind was from the 60s.
Yeah. Well, you still misled me, and I'm not happy.
Well, you might not be happy, but that's not going to change anything, is it?
So, my turn to ask you some questions now.
Okay, take it away.
Okay, so Simon Barnes.
Yes. Well, that was professional. Just drop your questions everywhere.
Yeah, I know. You didn't have to say anything. You could have just kept talking for me.
Media awards don't matter.
Right. Okay. Question number 1. Right. This is testing your history a bit now.
Okay.
What year was Franz Ferdinand murdered, and by whom?
Oh, this is going to make me look like...
Because
a idiot.
everybody knows this. This is one of those questions that everybody knows in the back of their head.
No, but I can't remember the... Oh. I'm going to have to forfeit it. I don't
Really? Already?
Yeah.
You're not even going to give it a guess?
No.
No?
Because I think if I guess, I'll look like more of an idiot.
Okay,
I
right.
know it was the very beginning of the 20th century.
Right. It was in 1914, and he was murdered by Gavrilo Princip.
Thought so.
Yeah, alright, whatever. Okay. What was the first film Hugh Laurie ever acted in, not including TV movies?
Stuart Little, wasn't it?
You get another guess?
Oh, it wasn't Stuart Little.
No.
Oh.
This is payback, and I'm enjoying it.
Ooh, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of Hugh Laurie films, to be honest.
Nope, you giving up?
I'm giving up.
Oh, poor display. It was a film called Strapless in 1989.
I was never going to guess that.
I know you weren't. This one, you're probably going to guess.
Okay. I hope so.
Who wrote James and the Giant Peach?
Roald Dahl.
Oh.
That was an easy one.
Yeah, I figured I'd be nice, unlike you.
Hey, I thought mine were alright.
Yeah, and then you misled me with a
I
clue.
did not mislead you.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
No,
you
I
did.
did not.
You did, because Gone with the Wind was from 1939,
Yeah.
not from the 60s.
But I think it was the 60s. I
No,
think it was an old film.
that's not fair. That is not fair. Right, I'm not happy with that.
Well, it's not going to change
I think we draw on that one.
Do you know what? Since it's the last show of the year...
It's not like it's going to make any difference to
No.
you've still won overall.
Go on then, we'll draw. I'll give you it.
Good. I feel a sense of accomplishment for that. Right.
Well, you win by default.
What?
You wouldn't have. Well, I say you draw by default. Sorry, you wouldn't have got that.
Yeah, I know, but you messed it up. So. We've got a nice little surprise. A few weeks back, we managed to get in touch with a well-known celebrity from the 1980s.
Yeah.
Very well-known.
Very of his time, though.
Yeah. And we thought just before we sign off and say goodbye... In fact, shall we say goodbye now and just leave them with the interview?
Why not, yeah.
So we managed to get a telephone interview, so I hope you're all really excited about this, because this is a big deal.
It's a huge deal.
And yeah, so I mean, we just thought we'd save it for the last show.
Yeah.
For the very last thing of the last show, and we'd make sure that, you guys enjoyed it. So this has been a little surprise that we've been saving for everybody.
So before we go, we'd just both like to say thank you very much to everyone who's listened over this last semester.
Yep, all our loyal fans.
Yeah, all the support that everyone's given us, we both really appreciate it.
Yep. And don't worry, we'll be back.
At a time to be confirmed.
We'll be back next academic year.
Yeah.
But the beautiful thing about it is I can guarantee we'll be back, because I'm going to be head of production, so I'm definitely going to give us a slot.
Wow, you're using your power for evil.
I know, yeah.
For personal gain.
You're
a Sith.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. No, I'm a rogue Jedi, that's what I am. So yeah, just make sure this wasn't easy to get hold of, this interview. It took a lot of work, a lot of effort, and yeah, it's possibly the best thing we've ever done.
Yeah, so enjoy the fruits of our labour.
Yeah, and I'd just like to say, media awards, they don't matter.